Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Europa Universalis 4 as Al-andalus, formerly Granada, in the Veritas at 42 mod. And well, seems we're doing well, isn't it? Considering we've just, well, wrecked a certain little pain in the ass. Egypt, I've broken apart. And I doubt Egypt will continue to be much of an issue. Because by the next war, if the Byzantines have recovered, I am going to probably still be a tech or two ahead, though I'd imagine it could change easily. Oh my, oh my. No army. And apparently my army's stronger than the French even. So I could easily go for revenge if I wanted to, but... Second French they're still rivals, even though England is looking like this? I don't believe that. Oh my! The Byzantines have already gotten a little bit, how shall I put this, adventurous maybe? Like, they have no army, so I could just invade them. And they'd have nothing to do against me. I could easily crush the Byzantines, right now anyway. Like, they have no army. Would Egypt... Oh my, Egypt would join and I could take land from them. The only issue is their allies are actually pretty strong. Moldavia, Perm, Egypt and Kiev. What the hell? All these events. All those provinces are now mine. Permanently, basically. And well, Egypt is allied with the Byzantines, Ethiopia and Alwa. The Byzantines are allied with this, this, and this. And they're all pretty powerful, I think. Let's actually have a look. Like, France is a shard of its former strength right now, but Kiev could put up a fight. And where's Perm? No, that wasn't Perm, that was Pala. I read it as Perm for a second, because I want to see Perm so much. Perm, 10,000. They're actually not too strong, but... they'd still be a pain in the ass, I think. But I should have no issues. I could just rival the Byzantines right now. Destroy the rest of Egypt. Perhaps get that from them. But at very least I'd have to take this. Though I'd like to take Sinai if I do. And that. And perhaps take the Syrian region from the Byzantines. But there's a revolt coming. Which could be a bit of an issue, but... nevertheless, we'd have to have a good old go at it, right? Now, you up here, you're still useful. And, yeah, I can't really afford the full limit of my armies. No, we transfer a certain amount. We transfer 2 to the Azores. The Azores then transfer that to this, which gives more money in the long run. So, that's lovely. And that's what I plan to keep on doing. Now, yeah, I'll wait till I go against Egypt. Well, it doesn't really matter too much. I've got the colonist income to really ignore that. And well, once these two are up and that's going, I'll probably go for Jamaica despite how dangerous it is. That only unlocks a new type of government. So, fun times, and to be honest, I only have 2 rival options. Those 2. And they're both a lot weaker than me right now. I could potentially eclipse both. Now, look at my power projection. It'll be at this for a while. I've got the prestige to lose, I can lose it. And I could upgrade our government. Oh wait. Well, that was a pain in the ass. I could have upgraded government to, you know, empire. But to be honest, let's see. Re-establish the caliphate. I'm gonna get towards that. Judea, Kahira, those are both gonna be owned relatively soon, actually. Well, Judea and Kahira are both definitely gonna be owned very soon. Makkah and Medina, those I'm going to probably be able to get from Egypt as well relatively soon too. And finally, Damascus from the Byzantines. Yep, that is definitely a possibility as well. So, all of these are enemies, and big threats too. Now, while my king is very good, I hope he survives for a long time. And to be honest, let's pause and let's see. Should I go for the war against the Byzantines right now with the Moldavians, Kiev and Perm on their side? They're all attacked behind me, and this would call Egypt in. Again, I think, yeah, the Byzantines just don't have troops. Look at their force limit. What's that? No, that isn't... what the hell? From 210 provinces, 27.71 force limit. What has happened here? Look at the autonomy. It's obscenely high. They just have no army. I could go and crush them, because they're my rival right now. And the thing is, Egypt would join. Kiev, look. See? Egypt is over 1,000 in debt. And I had a casus belli anyway. So I'm going to gain the rivalry casus belli and use that against them. There we go. So on the 30th... Now, I should probably actually ferry over the next army. Now, the particularists will rise up in 2 years. These would rise up in 3 years, and these would rise up in 13. I have no war exhaustion, and I think I could take them. And I think I'm going to do just fine. Now, I still have ideas to get as well. So I'm going to aim to finish off a few idea groups during this too. And personally, let's see. Again, 0 from them. Then the next biggest threat is Kiev, with 19,000, so one of my armies. Followed by, down here, Moldavia with 11,000. So that's 13,000, and Perm makes that 40,000. So I'd need quite a considerable amount of troops. Let's get another army down there to assist. And for the matter, I'm going to need the army as well for a speedy siege of Egypt, which would enable, in effect, for me to get rid of Egypt from the war quickly and take some land, and then quickly destroy the Byzantines, as well as perhaps get the war to go on for so long that the eventual result is that the Byzantines collapse. And if they collapse, well, look, all this is Greek, so that'd probably only just... Perhaps if I pray hard enough. Well, I don't really mind that. Missionary strength is actually very good. So I'll take that any day. Now, Egypt isn't going to be much of a threat. At least I'd imagine they won't. Now, this region here is the most important to take in this. And I'm going to have to use enough troops to be able to hold the Byzantines off, while using one army to crush the Egyptians. Then again, I could wait for a war against the Egyptians again, but that is less than adequate, in my opinion. Now, they're gonna get to the next step very quickly, because their lead is very good, so I may as well take advantage of their weakness now. Let's check, they're still at 0? Perfect. Their force limit isn't very high either. All this autonomy means they're probably not making much money, things like that. Let's see. 6,000 in debt. They're getting worse. But trade dispute shows superiority, for example. But I could also use rivalry. Now, the cost would be much higher, but all provinces. Trade dispute. 100 aggressive expansion, prestige, and But that doesn't offer provinces. This covers provinces. And that is what is going to be best. So Georgia and Milan, those ones are not very big. Moldavia, Perm, Egypt, they're the bigger ones. First of all though, let's get the fleet out and safe to Cadiz, in case certain things happen. Now, Milan is one province minor, but it is a rich one province minor. And the other one I think they had, was it Lombardy? No. It was Georgia, and Georgia's a 2 province minor. Georgia definitely be over here, but I can imagine Milan getting access through, you know, at least 3 nations to reach me. But I do still seriously doubt their own ability to fight. So, gonna get that out of there and go to war. It'll be a nice, quick, hopefully, war against the Byzantines, take some Assyria, ruin Egypt even more, and perhaps set up the future for collapse of the Byzantines. Because if they collapse, well, who's going to be the dominant power then? Me. And, well, there's no doubt about it, I'm already very, very strong. And I could fight 1v1 against any nation. Though a coalition might stop me in my tracks. And France has already proved its troop quality is well more than blood enough. So a year later than what I really originally wanted, we're going to war. So, show superiority. All these are going to join, despite anything here. Majorca wouldn't join because they're threatened, and it's a distant war. So basically they're a bunch of assholes, but show superiority. Let's go for it. You're the shock leader. You should be the one that's up here. So let's siege up that. Get Egypt out of the war first. That is the objective. And well, I stand a very good chance at that. And since the wars only show superiority, let's have a look at the troops, by the way. Yeah, I have a severe advantage, including my colonies. If the colonies came over here, this war would be won, with no question about it. So I can move into... No, I cannot move up. So let's see. That down there's a fort, but that's the only real one I think the Egyptians have at this point. So I can advance. And the Egyptians seem to be already being pushed back. So it seems like I stand a very good chance here. The Egyptians already want peace. Let's give them what they want. I do not want to lose the stability right now. It would be terrible for me. And now I can't get any of that done. But let's see. Egypt. They already want peace. And I want Kahira. I could get 95 war score. And that would be plenty. Because that would give me a pretty reliable connection to the Byzantine provinces. And it gives me one of the provinces I need to form a caliphate. Or the caliphate. Reform? I guess. No, just go, continue on down, crush them. Even if he gets that back... There. Okay, that basically means I have now got control of a large section of land. Oh boy, I saw that troop there. It was quite dangerous, actually. Now, I doubt the Byzantines are actually building any themselves. This guy is going to continue to advance down here, hopefully get this fort out, and that should begin to persuade them to get out. Don't really matter there. Leave it be. Now, if their allies do go to attack me, I am going to try and defend, of course. You out for this piece yet? Nope, but still. A little bit of progress, isn't it? So yeah, that would put me inevitably at a province away. But I think I'll risk it. Now, Egypt's bulk, if you'd like, is down here. In Arabia. That is something I plan on changing. And instead of having it be the bulk, it shall be everything. Nope, just begin sieging that. The Egyptian forts are weaker and should be easier to take, but then again it is inland, so nice little advantage there. So there's one down here, that's at 21%. They don't want to attack my armies, either of them. Neither of them want to do it, because I don't think they stand a chance if they do. But I want to keep these two armies here, where I expect the main front of combat to take place, together, just in case they do take their braveness pills and attack, because if they attack full force, they could quite reliably defeat me. Even if they are attacked behind, and the Byzantines are at the same tech now, so it's getting worse as time goes on. Georgia has got its army down there. Moldavia is there. So they're going around through the Arabian Peninsula to succeed. And I guess I should go back and engage. Egypt still doesn't want peace, because I only got, 64 war score, but it's plenty more than enough, I think, to deal a little bit of crushing to them. Yep, I'm going to have to send more than one army back. So let's head to that. There's going to be a big engagement there, at least. So I'm Dalmatia, because you're going back down here. Okay. You're going to Sinai, and you're going to arrive in... You're going to arrive just after, so... I squished an army. Now Kiev is down here. I'm going to send the lead... Ooh! I see what you're doing. I didn't actually know that was there. But that basically says, nah, not going to give any issues. So this guy can go to there. They can go to there. And swing around and through here. Which is pretty good. So I've now got my first infantry ideas, fort defense, which is going to assist me severely in this campaign. Now Lombardy did not go up here, and this guy I'm going to be able to annex at the end of this war. Egypt I doubt would still want to peace out, but doesn't matter at this point. They're crushed. It's just a matter of siege in their land. Judea fell in less than a year. Time to send the Super Shocker to here. Though they do have a fair shock general of their own. I still have the advantage in it. And Georgia gets... Was that Georgia? No, that was Perm. And fair enough, they did fight, but they lost. So I'm going to continue the siege up Egypt in a focus of getting them out of the war. And getting my armies out of this terrible land. Now, I'm going to send you back up there. The two generals shall siege this land. So, I need to get pretty good war score against them. All this here is not going to be worth much. So, I am going to have to go into Arabia, it seems. But I should be able to still push them back. Let's focus on the quality still. And it's at 20 minutes, so time's up. Georgia is still insisting on having a troop or two here, being a bit useless, but fair enough. Now I can't quite get to Medina, Well, that's an engagement, and they lost it severely. So I'm going to push into the Arabian area. It's going to cause a lot of attrition, but it should be okay. My talented general, or the more talented general, shall go and siege the fort. Egypt only has to lose a little bit more, and they're out. So send you to there, you shall engage here. I've got a domestic market I could get production efficiency, but I'm going to need some Diplo points. So, where should I convert next? I think I shall go for Granada. 27 months, that's good enough. Oops. And, well, 21 minutes, I should stop recording soon. Now, they're sieging all the forts back here, which isn't good. Now, this army's on the way up. I'll send my very good general against this Perm army. Hopefully, that'll be a very good battle. They're not going to assist. Oh, they are. But Perm is lost already. That's reset one of their sieges. Kiev came to engage anyway. Looks like they've lost as well. And, well, the Byzantines still have no troops. So it seems I can push in harmlessly. The only defense they seem to have is attrition. And Egypt has just been effectively annihilated. Medina is going to be sieged. And it's time I begin pushing into the Byzantines themselves. Now I'm going to go on for a little longer. Not much, but just enough to get Egypt out of the war and end this segment of it if you'd wish. Okay, there's two forts here and I have to get rid of both. So I'm going to go and siege both at the same time, because I'll speed up the progress. Makkah itself shall come under our control, though temporarily. Eventually I will be able to push on and take that myself in another war against Egypt. So it looks like Egypt is going to fall very soon. Both of these forts are going to go down too. And well, Egypt is just gaining more and more issues. Namely, eventually they're going to collapse. They have to peace out eventually. The talented general is the one down here. And he's going to try and get Egypt out of the war as soon as possible. They're trying to undo my progress, and they're doing it in the most annoying way, sieging all the provinces that have no forts in them. So, listen here, you little shit. You want to do that? You die. Kiev is doing it down here too, for fuck's sake. That's another fort down from Egypt. I think Egypt is just about out of it. Nope. They're still holding on. Jesus Christ, can't they just die? Well, either way, I'm going to begin running up a few things here. Christ's sake. Actually, I'm going to risk this. And boy is it worth it. He is a good leader. And this shall give me the events which assist in a lot of things. Damascus has come under the occupation of the fucking Byzantine twat. Both down there now. Oh wait, all the armies were going there. I didn't need that, but okay. Fuck's sake, stop doing that! Okay, speed 4, reorganisation. You go to there. You get that. Now, if I begin sieging up all this, hopefully that should push the Egyptians back to a 95 war score deal, which is what I wish for them. So I can get a significant deal of land. And they're almost out of it anyway. They're running out of steam here. And well, if they run out of steam, I should be able to crush them utterly. This is not something I would have dreamed of a long time ago. Up until now, I thought this would have not been something I would have been doing, invading the Byzantines, till I had consolidated more than enough power, but this is something I'm happy with. I've become quite the player against them. But particularists, that is going to temporarily set my progress back, but I'm going to have to go and deal with them with an army. So, the next place I'm going to have to go for, I guess, is going to be one of greater importance. I'm going to get the 4 areas that I don't need to siege. Look all this. This is unprotected. I could crush the Anatolian lands and take it all with ease. Now, these rebels, of course, are going to be a little issue. So I'm going to have to crush them before they do much more. Would you give me the peace I want? No, not just yet. Yeah, I'll lose the prestige, even if it costs me a bit. So that's going to have someone. This isn't, but I'll send him anyway. Hopefully I'll be lucky with it. You should be wanting to peace by now, but not quite, because you're special. In a retarded way. So I'm unquestionably the power that's going to spread across Africa now. If the Byzantines are this weak, I think I shouldn't have any future problems with them. So this will be a 30-minute episode. That should hopefully be just enough time to get the not Byzantines, the retards. You know, for fuck's sake, you little shits. Die! So, successful engagement there. Time to begin pushing into the Anatolian core lands. And excellent leadership. Just what I need. So, you ready now? Good. Because I'm pretty fucking pissed off waiting for you. So that has truly split Egypt up now. It's not going to be worth much because it's all overseas. Well, it's worth a lot, but it's not going to be too difficult to core, is what I mean. Shouldn't be any risk here. Oh, you're not out of there. Let's go into Arabia then. So one of my generals just died, so that's a little sad, but have to deal with it. I could take the entire Syrian region with very little issue. And to be honest, I would like Cyprus too, but if I'm going to push for lands, it's going to be this way. But I'm going to definitely rack up a bit of war exhaustion against them. Or they're going to rack up it against me. So I could get an 89 war score deal here with very little issue. So we're not going to push that far north. That's a little ambitious. Aleppo maybe? Yeah, I'll take Aleppo. So I'm going to consume the Byzantines. This is their downfall. Now, I can't get any of this converted, which is a bit of an issue. Non-septed culture and the Coptic modifier is going to be very painful in the long run. And I've gone over 30 minutes because I'm an idiot, but let's get this converting, and I'll see you next time where hopefully we'll get all we want from the rather weak Byzantines. Perhaps we could even take a little bit over here. Take all that. And focus on taking this down here. That's just too much. I'm not going to go that far. I want to keep the border quite nice and short. And easy to police, for that matter. Either way, I'll see you next time where we continue this war against the Byzantines. Still really don't know what has happened to them. Doctrine of the Two Swords. I'm not sure what's caused it, but either way, I'll see you next time where hopefully we'll finish the Byzantines off. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you then.